Okay, hello everybody, it's David here. Hope you're all well and fit and happy, or as fit and happy as you can be. Presumably, if you're watching this video, then you are suffering from depression and anxiety, health anxiety, or anxiety in some way, shape, or form. So, this week I decided that I think this is my second video of the week actually. I was looking on a few forums and noticed that quite a few people were talking about stomach problems and really kind of having, a very sensitive topic when people sort of don't want to talk about having diarrhea. So I'm using that kind of taboo type word, diarrhea. But wherever you're watching this in England, sometimes we say runny tummy to dilute it a little bit. But hey, we're all human and we all get diarrhea from time to time. So I just thought I would spend some time talking about tummy troubles when you are suffering from anxiety and depression. Now, I do know a fair bit about this because I suffer my fair share of tummy problems, and actually they are ongoing at the moment. So I feel quite up for and qualified within the boundaries of me not being a medical professional uh, to talk about that. Now, if you do suffer from anxiety or depression, you probably will be very familiar with that kind of butterfly feeling, cramping, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and those symptoms within themselves can be actually very distressing. And I know that when you do suffer periods of having, say, diarrhea or feeling nauseous, then you are going to be it's going to kind of perpetuate that circle of feeling anxious and feeling stressed. Now, having uh, a bad stomach and feeling sick is very, very common, and it's a very natural thing. It's part of the kind of fight or flight adrenaline response that we need to kind of empty our bowels as cavemen, as a friend of mine, Adele, told me. As cavemen, we often needed to empty our bowels very quickly and prepare ourselves to run and catch our our meat, so to speak, when we were cavemen, and we still have that kind of inner response. So you probably may have noticed in there, when you had something scary coming up, like an exam or something, you'd rush off to the toilet and your stomach was runny, or you felt sick, or like me at the moment, very bloated. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome type symptoms are very common. Um, I, about a month ago, had the norovirus, the winter vomiting bug, which is currently circulating around my workplace like wildfire, and I'm still kind of still suffering the knock-on effects of that. Which can last a little while, and I've had to kind of deal with that myself, and that has been feelings of bloating and slight cramping and runny tummy, which has only just really improved actually over the last 3 or 4 days. But irrespective of whether you have a bug or not, sometimes it's difficult to make that distinction. But if you are feeling anxious, then it really will exasperate your symptoms even more. So a runny tummy and nausea and bloating, or feeling the need to go to the toilet, or urinating very often, which is another issue, is really, really common. I'm one of those people, and I'm very open about such things, that I can't go to sleep until I'm 100% happy that my bladder is empty. So I may need to get up 10 times to do a wee, and it satisfies my need to relieve my need to go to the loo, which isn't chronic, but that's a part of me. That's a part of me that I've accepted. it's something it doesn't bother me anymore really, because I just do it, and it doesn't cause me an overt amount of distress either. But just to try and sort of reassure some of you guys out there that talk about sort of needing to do a wee or urinate, or needing to go to the toilet, having diarrhea, or frequent bowel movements. These things are very, very, very common indeed, and your stomach has its own kind of almost central nervous system. And I read this the other day. Very interesting fact. So literally, what you put in, or your what you put into your stomach can really affect how your mind works. So there's a very distinct correlation between having a healthy, balanced diet, exercising, and looking after yourself, and having good mental health. And I know for a fact that when I eat loads of junk and crap, I come out in spots, and you kind of get sugar rushes, and then you get your lows. So, without a doubt, you are what you eat, and psychologically, if you're stressed, you're going to make your stomach worse. Your stomach's going to make your mind worse, and it's going to you can kind of see how the circle works. How to remedy stomach problems? Well, that really kind of is a slightly trickier one. It depends on how bad your symptoms are. I mean, if they're related to anxiety and depression, and you're not on medication, then go and speak to your doctor about it, because you want to be, told about the best way to kind of help with your problem. He may prescribe a mild dose of an antidepressant, for example. He may suggest, or she suggest, that you need maybe some counselling, or some just cognitive behavioural therapy, or just some reassurance. If you feel that you might have a bug and you want to have a sample, if you feel that's going to give you peace of mind, and within yourself that's not going to exacerbate your symptoms and kind of bring on more kind of pseudo symptoms, then if you feel that's justified, then I'm sure you could ask. But I'm sure your doctor would, judging from your symptoms, be able to give you a pretty accurate diagnosis from what you tell him, and keeping a diary or a journal of stomach issues, it would probably be very helpful too, just to help her or him just to kind of come to any conclusions. But there is, if you're in the UK, there is a tablet which I've been taking recently, but it is for medically confirmed IBS. But my symptoms have been so close to that, and have been relieved by that, that I've been taking what's called Buscopan, 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 and that kind of relieves the muscle cramps that you can sometimes get with IBS, or with IBS. Also, I'm drinking peppermint tea, which is a wonderful colon bowel cleanser. Doesn't have any caffeine, so it's not going to exacerbate any anxiety. Also, try and relax. That's easier said than done, of course, but breathing exercises. I will try and put up another CBT module on my website, myhealthanxiety.com. I shall put the link down below, so feel free to go to the section where I've put the links on. I can't remember which part it is, but it's not the links, where the modules, and perhaps try some of those exercises on there, and hopefully they'll give you a little bit of success. I'll put my email on the bottom of the description too, and feel free to contact me. If there's anything I can do to help, then I will, and I hope this is useful. These videos are done very much off the cuff, because an issue, or I'll see something will come into my head, and I'll feel the need to document it, because I probably have seen or heard a lot about it on that particular day. So if you do have any suggestions for videos that are related to health, anxiety, or depression, or just anxiety in general, please let me know, because I'm always looking for new topics to cover. And as I say again, if I can help, I will. So, best of luck. You're not alone, and hopefully hear from you all soon. Take care. Bye.